Thank you all for coming out today. I'm Tom Radulovich. I'm president of the BART Board of Directors. I'm here to talk about the last best and final offer that BART made last evening. It was fully authorized and done with the support of the board. We feel like we have reached the limit, the outer limits financially of what we're prepared to offer to settle this. Now, the bargaining team is inside. They stayed there till 2:30 this morning. They're there again today to talk about this offer. We want to keep the conversation about it going. We've been at this in total, though, for 150 days at this point. And we think it's time for the union leadership to let us know, to let the people of the Bay Area know whether they're going to take an offer to their membership. It is the middle of October. AC Transit negotiations have been going on during the same time. There have been 2 offers taken to their membership, but not yet. In these negotiations, even though that we are months beyond the deadline, have we seen a single offer taken to the membership. The reason we want that to happen is we think we've got a great offer on the table. We've got a 12% base fare, not fare increase, but a wage increase that they're going to get regardless. We have also built into this a bonus. If BART ridership and revenue is growing faster than we project, we're going to share a portion of that with our riders. They can get up to $1,000 a year additional. Now that's about 1.25% of pay for the average paid BART worker. So the economics of these deals are important. The other thing that's very, very important to us are work rules. We have a very well-paid workforce. We offer great benefits. What we need from them are a set of work rules that allow them to work efficiently and productively, deliver the kind of quality service that our customers need. One of the big issues for this, for us, is what's called beneficial past practices. The beneficial past practices clause says that if we allow workers in any part of the district to do something, you give them a perk, you allow them to park their car in this area, whatever, you give them half a day off, suddenly that right then goes to everybody in their unit. So this is a way of actually increasing costs, really, and limiting management flexibility that has become crippling for the district. We're very unique in this beneficial past practices clause. Few people in the world, if anyone, still has it. I'll give you an example. If you have been faxing a report to people, we can't ask you to email it anymore without a mutual agreement. The union would need to come in and say, okay, we're not faxing anymore, we're emailing it. So if you can imagine this building up over the decades that BART's been existent, it becomes a very, very expensive proposition, really gets in the way of our providing the service we need to provide. Another important issue for us is the 40-hour work week. Currently at BART, you can call in sick or not show up on the day you're scheduled to work, then come in on a regular day off and get overtime even though you haven't worked 40 hours. Now, most of our workers don't abuse this, but some do. And the workers that don't and the riders are paying for this. Now, we need to clear this out of our contract. We want to give them a fantastically good contract, and that's what we've offered, but we also need our workers to meet us part way and get rid of some of the things that get in the way of our providing the service that we need to provide. So we understand the anxiety everyone's feeling right now. The last thing everybody wants is a BART strike. We don't feel that's necessary. We're going to keep talking about this. We'd like our unions to do as other unions have done, take an offer to their workers without going on strike. But I just have to say, personally, there have been a lot of flyers out there saying, call your BART director, put out by the unions. The calls I'm getting are about 3 to 1, saying, you guys need to hold the line. And so folks know what's at stake here, but they're asking us to hold the line, they're asking us to be firm. So we're trying to do that, and at the same time, try and live up to everybody's desire that we not have a strike. We don't think a strike is necessary, we don't think a strike is smart. We think we can get there tonight, but we need the unions to meet us. We need them to discuss this offer in earnest. If they want to counter, if they want to say, hey, we can get to these same savings another way, we're all ears on that. All weekend, we were trying to take their best ideas and put them into our proposal. Anytime they suggested real savings to us, we embraced those. We're going to continue to do that all night tonight and for as long as this takes until we get a settlement.
How is it a last and final offer then? If negotiations are continuing, last best final, that's it?
It means it's the financial envelope. It means that there's a set of costs and a set of work rules that we really don't want to go beyond. Now, there's different ways to those same goals, and that's what we're working on with them, to see if, a $57 million offer, is there another way to get there? Is there another way to deal with, the miss out or the problems with attendance that we have? So there might be another way to get there that we haven't thought of, and that's what we're hoping for tonight. The money is not going to change.
Can you talk about what the union's response has been so far to that last final offer?
So far, they are not excited about a last best and final, but they're talking to us, which is a good sign. We briefed them. They kind of reacted to it before we were able to brief them on what's in the offer. We were able to do that last night. We're continuing to do that today. I think once they understand what a good offer it is, I'm hoping that their minds change.
Last night they said they would not take the deal with the membership. What makes you think they will?
Well, actually, I heard one of the presidents say that she would. Yeah, I don't know. If they refuse to, they refuse to. But we're here to ask them to.
What about the 72-hour notice now for AC Transit workers? Heard about this?
That is, I don't know anything about that. Yeah. Well, I think the idea is, just to increase the fear factor, and that may work. AC Transit, I think, have a few options that they can exercise at this point to make sure that it doesn't happen, that they don't both go on strike.
Without the buses, though, then they're really not.
Without the buses, it would be much worse for riders, absolutely. So that would be really terrible for the Bay Area.
Are you in this 2-week term period?
Yeah.
Look at it. Does that say you can weather a strike for 2 weeks?
No, what that's saying is retroactivity goes away in 2 weeks. So what we've said is, the pay increases that we've offered would be retroactive to July 1st, which is when the contract term begins. That's worth about $500 to our average employee. What we've said is we'd like you to take this to a vote. If you ratify it in the next 2 weeks, then you get the retroactivity, meaning your workers will see that money. If not, they're not going to. So that's what we've said. There's no, we can't set a deadline to make them do anything, obviously, but that's what we're trying to do is close this by putting the retroactivity in there as a carrot.
And if you were willing to keep talking, then why throw this offer down at 4 o'clock yesterday, 8 hours before the actual deadline?
We really felt like last night the riders deserved to know what was happening. We didn't want it to go till midnight and put it in front of them, because that would have been even more chaotic than this. The good news is they, and we also wanted them to sit down with us and discuss it. So, if you do that at midnight, you're not going to get the discussion that you want. We thought we had a great offer. We thought about it a lot. We'd incorporated what they'd come up with the night before, and we wanted time to talk it through with them. We did get that time with them, but it was in the middle of the night. All right, that's it. I got to go, but thank you all for your time today.